I just want to say before we start, big up GamerLink for sending me these headphones. You guys are absolute legends. Now, as you guys know, there is a game that has been taking over my life lately, and it's not Rocket League. It's Fortnite. It's actually taken the world by storm. I've never seen anything like it. Now, if we go back to my channel, I have a playlist here of a very much loved series, Boom, reacting to Rocket League memes. And obviously, this series was inspired because I was on Instagram, I followed Rocket League related pages naturally, and I started seeing some funny stuff. Well, the same things happened with Fortnite. I've seen some funny stuff on Fortnite memes, and I thought I'd start a series reacting to these Fortnite memes. Now, I cannot stress how many exciting ideas I have coming up, mainly for Fortnite, some for Rocket League, but mainly for Fortnite on the channel, like big project-style videos, and that's why it's taking me so long. You know, I love uploading the Fortnite gameplay montages. You guys are really enjoying them, which is super sick, but stay tuned. I've got some bigger videos coming up. They're just taking a little bit longer to make. So if you didn't follow my channel back when I did reacting to Rocket League memes, basically I just look through the memes on Instagram. If you guys want to make your own, send them to me on Twitter. Maybe I'll feature them in this series. And we see how we can relate, and maybe some stories will get told here and there based on the memes. It's a good time. Let's see how we go. The first one, girlfriend. Okay, I know all about this. Believe it or not, I have a girlfriend. He never stops to talk to me when he plays that stupid game. It's an online game. Then the therapist, have you tried pausing it? Now, okay, my girlfriend's pretty good, okay? She actually sat next to me and watched me play Fortnite, and the best part about that was that it was my worst day ever, and I was getting quite annoyed, and then the final straw, my game froze in the middle of a fight, and I died, and I just was silent for like 30 seconds, and she was there, she was consoling me, and she's super cool, Oh man, the freeze though, that's the glitch in my last video. If you guys go watch that, it's the worst, it's so annoying. Going to bed after finishing second. Oh, the amount of grudges you hold for finishing second. Like, it happens so often as well. Like, especially, I think twice it's happened because of that freeze glitch that I mentioned just now. And it genuinely does play on your mind. I've never quite had a game like it where Fortnite just randomly pops up in my dreams as well. Like, I will be in a normal real-life situation, and then I remember one dream, all of a sudden, I had a sniper, and I was looking down the crosshair, and then he built, like, a wooden wall. Like, it was identical, and I was in one of those houses in, like, Greasy Grove, Pleasant Park or something, and that just, like, made its way into my dream somehow, like, sort of playing Fortnite. It's super strange. It's kind of a problem. It's an addiction. We'll move on. All right, how people be looking with the new minigun. See, here's the thing with the minigun. Is it overpowered or is it not? Because if you have a lot of materials, I suppose you can build up against it, and I suppose if you rush them, that's a completely different story, because yesterday when I was playing Fortnite, I had someone try and minigun me from about 10 meters away, and of course it was just a double pump that just took them out, and they only hit me for 117 shot, I think. So close up, it's really not good. In squads, I think if both squads have miniguns, it's a sick fight. If one squad has a minigun, it's a little bit OP. I think it's different in certain situations, but I think it's easy enough to counter. Like, if you can build walls pushing them, I think you have to push them. If you stay long range, they'll just blast you with their 1,000 bullet magazine. But I think if you just push them, keep building up walls, you might take, say, 50 damage, you know, or whatever, but I think if you can get them quickly and rush them, that's probably the best way to deal with the minigun, because it's one of the weapons, really, one of the only weapons in Fortnite that you can't really counter build, because it does just kind of melt you a little bit. So let's move on. Okay, there are two things in life that you already know. One, you're going to die today. And two, after an update of Fortnite, the servers are always crap. Oh my days. Okay, so I've got another video coming up about this. I'm going to try and mix in the whole server failure thing. The only reason I haven't made the video now is because I'm still waiting for one more prop to arrive. I ordered a couple of props off of Amazon, I think. No, it might have been a completely different website for this sort of comedy sketch video. And I mean, to be fair, it has to be said that Fortnite are doing an absolutely amazing job. You know, they were like, the last time I heard, 2 million concurrent players on the game, which is absolutely crazy. Like, that's insane numbers. So to keep up with that amount of players on such a new game, it's got to be difficult. But the downtime is, like, horrendous. We have my mate Woodsy over here living in Australia. You know, the servers go down at, say, I don't know, like 2 in the morning. He wakes up at about, say, maybe 10, 11 a.m. and they're just getting back up. Whereas for people in Britain like me, the servers go down early afternoon and they're down right until like midnight. It's so bad. It was so painful. There's been a few bad downtimes on Fortnite recently, but I think it might have been the 26th of January. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember the exact update, but it was a long time, and literally everyone was going crazy. We didn't know what to do with ourselves. We're about 4 minutes into this video, and you'll know that I can talk a lot, especially when I get talking about memes and about Fortnite. I talk a lot, okay? How I Sleep at Night finally relieved because I won a solo Fortnite match after 3 years of getting second place. See, this is the flip side. There's ups and downs of Fortnite, and some days you'll get like no wins, you won't even get close, you'll get annoyed. I'll then go to like Rocket League, which is my sort of secondary / other primary game, but there are some days where you just like pop off, whether that's solos, duos, squads. Even like I played a night, I thought, you know what, I'm not really feeling solos, I'm gonna go into squads by myself, and I won like 3 games in that night. When I say by myself, I wasn't solo squadding. I haven't really tried that yet. I went by myself, filled it with other people, and they all had mics. You know, it was the first time I've ever gone in a squad by myself, and everyone else had a mic, so that's what I expected when I went into squads again. But ever since that day when all 3 were talking, I never get that anymore. No one talks. I went in with really high expectations after that first session because everyone was speaking, so I thought, hey, maybe a lot of people have mics. Turns out they don't, which is kind of annoying, and they also completely like disregard what you say. If they don't have a mic, they'll just like, you'll say something, you'll put a marker on the map, and then maybe 2 of them will go with you, and then one will just bail. Like, you'll be like, okay, let's go Shifty Shafts, then we'll clean up Tilted Towers. Then one of them just hops off to the Lonely Lodge. Like, why? Why is that? When your mum asks why you're always spectating. See, I have an idea, actually, a video idea. Because in my video yesterday, or whenever this is uploaded, depends, but my last video about fixing the Fortnite glitch, at the end, I got killed by someone who killed me in a very flashy way. You know, I was moving, and they just, bam, headshot me, I'm dead. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to watch this guy, because he looks decent. Naturally, he went on to win the game, and I was actually commentating as the game went on. I wasn't, like, in hyped-up caster mode, but I was sort of describing events, saying my opinions and thoughts on it, and I had quite a few comments, surprisingly, actually, because it was right at the end of a 15-minute video saying, hey, you're a good commentator, you should do casting, and that sort of thing. And this is a great way to get content, because if I'm always dying and I'm always spectating, why not just kill myself at the beginning of the game and then spectate and cast the whole game? Let me know down in the comments if you want to see like a sort of over-the-top, dramatic, hyped-up commentary session of Fortnite. I think that could be pretty cool. Actually, I think FaZe Jev did one of those, and he's one of my favorite YouTubers. He's so energetic, he's so fun to watch. So let me know if you want to see some kind of Fortnite commentary from your boy. I think one of the best things about popular games, you know, becoming popular and all the memes that come from it are the remakes of old memes. Now here we've got the Drake meme. You've got a female there. I won't say anything else. Obviously, have a girlfriend, but a female nonetheless. and he's like, nah, I don't want any of that. Legendary Scar, however, I'll take that. Even with 49 bullets, even with 49, he'd rather go for that. And that is not a lot of bullets. But he'll take that. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what your favorite weapon is, because I've said in recent videos that Legendary Scar is sort of the best gun in the game, and it's quite a blanket statement. It kind of is, kind of isn't, depends on where you look at it. But, you know, do you like obviously the Legendary Bolt? I've had really good success with that. Legendary RPG is just, it's carnage. If you're in a solo, you can just kind of kill everybody with it if you get close enough. But let me know down in the comments what your favorite weapon is. Do you have any ammo? Me, no, sorry. Now, I've been slightly guilty of this in the past, you know, because, like, sometimes in a squad match, if you're with really good friends, you know, you can just troll each other. Like, you can box them in a wooden cube or something like that. You can sort of take guns from them. You can steal chests, that sort of thing. And that's, like, a fun element of squads in Fortnite. You know, you take out a place, you've got the place yourself. It's time for a little bit of trolling, right? And there's always, someone says, does anyone have any ammo? And you're thinking, right, I've got 200, but if I split it, you know, they'd have 100 of mine, and I'm just not really sure if I want to part with that much ammo. I know you can choose exactly the amount you want to drop, but it's just kind of fiddly, and you're like, I'm just going to keep quiet and hope that someone else in the squad pipes up. And then there's obviously people that just, like, have no problem. They just drop all their ammo. They're like, you know what, team players, everybody have the ammo, let's win. This one, yeah. This is also going to be to do with another video that I've got planned for Fortnite, so yeah, just stay tuned. We got Barack Obama. Oh, what a legend. When you see a tool base, you shoot down and watch people fall. To be honest, it doesn't actually happen that often. I don't really get that situation, but especially with the minigun, if you can just see a stairway to heaven and just blast that bottom bit, it's pretty cool. And it is funny seeing like the tiny people just go yup straight down to the ground. Although actually I think in one of Woodsy's videos he did that, and we assumed they fell and they actually survived. I have a theory on that. I think they sort of managed to run down the stairs, but you never know. It is what it is. In a bit Obama. What makes the girls cry? What makes the guys cry? It genuinely is hard. It sounds bad. I mean, I'm not crying at Fortnite, right? But seeing like a downtime with no immediate end is difficult. It is so difficult. I remember on that day with like excessive amounts of downtime, Oscar in Australia and Quemsy in the US, they got the chance to launch the game before me. And then when I finally got the chance to launch the game, I had like nearly an hour queue time. So I was like, right, I've waited, I think it was about 9 hours, maybe 10 hours by this point. I'm like, yes, the servers are online, launch! Queue time, 56 minutes. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. By the time my queue time had run out, they'd already got in and found the Chug Jug. That's what it was. It was the Chug Jug update. And it just, it ruined the servers. I mean, like I said, they're doing a good job. They're handling it well. But yeah, and it's true, you know, when there's a Fortnite update, maybe it'd be time to go outside, go spend some time with the family, you know? No, you sit in the same exact place, just not knowing what to do with yourself. That's what happens. I've seen quite a few of these, like, memes about Fortnite versus PUBG. And what's crazy is that last year, PUBG was the game like Fortnite. It wasn't, I don't think, as big as Fortnite is now. You know, it wasn't as, like, dominant on platforms such as YouTube. Twitch, it definitely was dominant, and it still is today, realistically, especially now that the Dr. Disrespect has come back. You know, it's very dominant still, but I've seen a lot of memes about Fortnite players just like dismissing PUBG, and I'm cool with that, because I played H1Z1, you know, I got H1Z1 and PUBG at a similar sort of time last year in, like, I want to say April, and I got H1Z1 like a week before, so I wanted to learn how to play that and get good at that game, so I just didn't play PUBG. I played it a couple times, and I really didn't like it. I didn't understand the hype behind it, and now I really get the hype behind Fortnite, and I'm glad that the main game of the community is a game I like, because I just couldn't bring myself to love PUBG no matter what. Even if that game was destined to bring me 1 million subscribers, I could not bring myself to enjoy that game. It was just so slow. Even it was compared to H1Z1, it was slow, but Fortnite is faster than all of them. It's a better looking game. It's bright, it's cartoony, it's good for the kids. It's a great game, and the building aspect is so good. It's just a whole nother dimension of the Battle Royale game that I really love. So, Fortnite, you've done well. You've done well. Epic Games actually said they'd sponsor my Fortnite content. They emailed me back in August, and the game came out on September 26th. If I jumped on this bandwagon when it came out, instead of just playing Rocket League for ages and delaying my Fortnite content, because I uploaded Fortnite in maybe October, maybe November, but if I started in September, who knows where we could be. It's crazy. Ah, this is me. See, here's the thing, like, when the enemy is good, like, when they're genuinely, like it says here, legitimately a better player, I'm just like, fair enough. You know, fair, like in my previous video, when I got sniped in the head by that guy that won the game at the end, I thought, you know what? I'm not checking my peripherals. He's seen me running and he's managed to shoot me in the head. Fair enough. But the amount of times on Fortnite you die to just complete aids of the game, you know, whether it's lag, freezing, maybe it's contention at a chest and somehow he picks up the gun, or you just get fisted by a house and you get no gun whatsoever and you just know you're going to die. There was a clutch I did in one of my previous videos in the Wailing Woods where I had no gun for, I think, genuinely about 30 seconds to a minute at the beginning. I managed to build my way away from their gunfire, get back in the maze, find a gun and kill them both. That was sick, but genuinely it does feel like a lot of the times you die it is bullshit. It sucks. Okay, so this is the last meme we're going to react to in this video because it's a lot longer than I thought already, but this is interesting actually, and I really wish I was able to take a picture of this, but I was driving on the road, my Fortnite addiction was at an all-time high, it still is, and I saw some clouds in the sky, and genuinely, I kid you not, I wish I could have got my phone out and taken it in time, but I felt a bit awkward sat next to my dad. He'd be like, why are you taking a picture of the sky? And I wouldn't know how to explain it, but there was a cloud up there that looked just like a pump shotgun, which, fair enough, is just kind of like a long, thin thing with a little handle bit at the bottom. And then right next to it was a tactical shotgun cloud. And obviously, when we moved down the road and there were no trees in the way, they sort of dispersed a bit. But in that specific perfect moment, there were those two shotguns in the sky. And that would have made such a great meme if I could have taken a picture of the clouds, then put one next to it of the guns on the clouds so people saw it. And I'd be like, that would have been a good meme. Like, it'd be like when the Fortnite addiction is real. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. We got through barely any Fortnite memes. I just love talking about the game, talking about things. So if you want to see more Fortnite memes, then be sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel. You have been absolutely awesome. Stay tuned for some more Fortnite and, of course, Rocket League content on the channel. I'll see you in the next video very soon.